I think adrenaline helped you out a lot today, but I definitely felt it. Definitely gonna feel a lot tomorrow. So I'm gonna give it Stu, the rest of the trainers who did a great job this week preparing me for the game, and I'll shout out to a lot of credit to them.
What was it in the second half that allowed you guys to start clicking offensively?
I think we just got to make plays, really. It came down to executing. Obviously, I had some one-on-one matchups there in the second half that it wasn't really getting us in the first half. They played a lot of zone. The second half, they kind of took their risk playing one-on-one with me and the rest of the receivers, and then we made them pay for it.
Did you believe you were as open as you were on that first one, the 58-yarder that Kyle hit you on?
Yeah, it's definitely open.
Jay was talking about how there doesn't seem to be panic for you guys. Like, clearly the first half wasn't what you wanted, but it wasn't pressing the issue or panicking or Kyle. I mean, would you describe that presence of mind for you guys compared to a year ago?
Yeah, I think Notre Dame was a big step for us. I think it gave us a lot of confidence that if we need to go score, we can go score. And obviously, you want to score every drive, but we really need a touchdown. I think we provided that, especially that first drive coming out of the second half. Maryland went down, they had a score, and we kind of had an answer there. So I think just overall, we're just building that confidence in the whole offense.
Did you feel any frustration in the first half, or is that just part of it?
No, I mean, that's just part of it. You're not going to succeed as much as you want to all the time. It's just more so how you bounce back from it. I think we did a good job that second half.
Marvin, what do you think it says about this team to bounce back like that, to not panic and to push forward and have a second half like that?
I think it shows the growth and maturity of this team. Like I said, Notre Dame was a big step for us. They gave us a lot of confidence that we can battle back against anybody, and when we need to make plays, we can make the plays.
I'm talking about that grit and perseverance. How were you guys able to instill that, other than the Notre Dame game? How were you guys continue to keep on having that perseverance and grit each and every game?
Coach Mick all off season. He trains us, really hard. Through the winter, spring, and summer. I think it highlights that come game time. So I think a lot of credit goes to Coach Mick and his strength and conditioning staff.
Does that kind of come from the leaders, that ability to not panic when things aren't going the way you want? It seems like a lot of these guys, you've talked about it with Kyle, but even some of the guys on defense are pretty poised in those situations.
Yes, definitely. I'm not one to say much, so I kind of let everybody else, be the rah-rah guys and motivate the team. They kind of just see me. If they see me, they see I'm relaxed. I'm still out there having fun, so that's kind of my role in that. But I think definitely the leaders that we have on the team, like Tommy and Xavier Johnson and Kyle, stepped into that role too. So they help the team go a long way in that.
Marvin, how's the ankle?
Good enough, obviously. Yeah. Good enough.
What do you do? I mean, are you going in? Did you go into this game knowing how you were feeling? Maybe a little apprehensive, approaching things in a different way, or was it just same approach?
Yeah, no, definitely not the same old approach. Going into this game, I kind of knew it was going to be a little struggle for me, moving around, different routes. I think the coaches put me in great positions where I didn't have to use the ankle as much as I really wanted to. So definitely a collective effort there. And like I said, shout out to the trainers. Worked with a lot with Stu. That whole week, just preparing me for the game. Just take the ankle differently, just trying to see what's more comfortable for me. So it's definitely a collective effort.
I mean, but it felt still good enough for you, like you said.
I think so. Yeah.
Touchdown helps, right?
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
There was a stretch in the second quarter that Kyle targeted like six times in a row on some of his balls.
Yeah.
He was leaning on you for a lot for that stress. For you, kind of like not being maybe like a full strength. What was that period of the game like where the ball was coming to your line?
Yeah, I think we was kind of going through a tough offensive stretch there. We weren't really moving the ball. I think obviously we didn't have 0 points on the board from an offensive standpoint, besides Josh's pick six. So the team counts on me to make plays, especially explosive plays to help the team, at least put the team in field goal position or a chance to score. So that's what I just try to do, is just do my job the best that I can.
On the 58-yarder, how did you so
I think it was a cover 3. The safety was a little low. He had a big post. If you know football, obviously you're not supposed to. We had to run a post into cover 3. The safety should be deep enough, but he was a little low. I'm super glad that Kyle saw me. Obviously, we get cover 3 and kind of not the read on that, but he saw me. So.
Pretty kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Marvin, you used the celebration after your last touchdown. Was that planned?
Yeah, I had a special gift with the LeBron cleats today from Nike. So I knew if I got in the end zone, I'd definitely LeBron does a lot for the Ohio State as a whole, so they give him a shout out there.
And then with no Tariq still for Maryland secondary, does that change your game plan at all?
No.
Hey Marvin, you scored not once but twice thanks to a penalty.
Yes.
And how tough is that to rebound after you've had big play, a good play, and then you see longer on the field?
It's tough. I've had a couple of touchdowns called back this year now, so not that you want to get used to that, but you get used to it over the while. So you just got to bounce back from it and move on to the next play.
Is there any thought as to why so many penalties today? Cade kind of said you guys just play with an edge and you'll take it, but I mean, I imagine that you want 7 every week.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the refs. They do their job, and we try to do our jobs, and sometimes those collide, and we get penalties, but that's all it is. Of course, absolutely.